What up, sports fan? This is Stephen Hill for Sports Choice Plus, and I bring you a very special breakdown of Odell Beckham Jr. possibly leaving the Cleveland Browns. Before we get right into that action, I want to make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe button so you can get our updates each and every week when our videos come out from Sports Choice Plus YouTube channel. Without further ado, we're going to hop right into the action. This week, it's getting closer to the NFL draft, and you know a lot of the rumors are coming out amongst NFL teams, a lot of the moves that could possibly happen before draft day and, of course, on draft day. This is possibly one of the biggest offensive drafts we've seen as far as offensive weapons from the tight end position, from the wide receiver position, a couple of pretty good running backs in there as well. The rumblings out of the Cleveland Browns is that Odell Beckham Jr. no longer wants to play with the Cleveland Browns. When you look at just overall last year of what the Cleveland Browns were, the Cleveland Browns, led by Freddie Kitchens, the former head coach that was terminated, was a compiling of several different talented players. You look at all those guys that they had from overall Kareem Hunt, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, Myles Garrett. You just look at the talent that they had, roster full of young studs on the offensive side of the ball and defensive side of the ball. That team lacked discipline. They lacked a lot of things. It wasn't talent that they lacked. But when you look at overall, Baker Mayfield was not the leader that you needed to lead those young guys into the future. You just look at Freddie Kitchens. He didn't have the discipline as a head coach, nor did he have the reins to reel these guys in and make them understand his system and also get them to thrive under that system. So what you had was a bunch of talented millionaires that basically were undisciplined. They led the league, I believe, in penalties. That's another tall tale sign of a team not really disciplined when you lead the NFL in penalties. You look at just overall what their offense did, what their defense did. It was disappointing on both sides of the ball because they were picked by a lot of analysts, including myself, to possibly win the NFC North with a wide open division, with the Steelers, of course, being down without AB. And you're looking at Big Ben being out. You're looking at the Ravens basically had the whole entire division to pick for themselves. So when you look at OBJ, he came to the Cleveland Browns from the Giants, and it was a lot of bad turmoil there when he came to the actual team. And it was thought that because his best friend, Jarvis Landry, wide receiver for the Browns, was there, that was going to help him land and, that was going to help him stabilize a little bit more and buy into it a little bit more. But that did not work out. So you look at a possible landing spot like the Minnesota Vikings. If I'm the Minnesota Vikings, I hop right on this opportunity right now. The Minnesota Vikings right now, if I'm looking at all this information that I've gathered, right now they have the 22nd overall pick, a 5th round pick, and a 6th round pick as well. You look at them having $19.9 million in cap space. They traded away literally Stephon Diggs, arguably one of their best wide receivers, to the Buffalo Bills. And you look at what they have currently left. They have Kirk Cousins. They have Adam Thielen. You're looking just overall, they have Dalvin Cook, the talented running back, Irv Smith, the talented tight end, but unproven. And they possibly could bring back Kyle Rudolph on a deal. That offense is almost a fringe Super Bowl pick. If you're looking just overall, just a team top to bottom, it's not the fully top to bottom talented team that we're normally seeing. We've seen them make cuts, roster changes. They've let go of Xavier Rhodes. And it's just been a difference right now with that football team as far as how they've carried themselves this offseason with the roster cuts. They're trying to get a little bit more cap space. They need to improve that offensive line. Being that they draft number 22 as of right now, I don't think they're going to be getting in some of these wide receivers or offensive linemen or anything like that in this draft. So your best opportunity to make a bang and a splash towards a Super Bowl run possibly could be Odell Beckham. I know he's not probably good for your locker room. I know he's not probably good for a lot of things, but his offensive talent, he remains top 5 talent-wise in the NFL. His skill set, everything he can do on the football field puts them over the top. You look at Adam Thielen being, when he's healthy, one of the top route runners in the NFL. You look at just what he was able to do with Stephon Diggs. Imagine if he had a healthy Odell Beckham on the other side of him. That would basically open up the running lanes for Dalvin Cook because you can't really double either one of those guys, both of those guys with the footwork, with the athleticism. Kirk Cousins can get the ball basically to anybody you need to on that offense. But at that point, if you can get Odell into the fold, you can possibly sign a couple of offensive linemen because you have to protect Kirk Cousins. If they're going to go anywhere with a Super Bowl pick. So if I'm the Minnesota Vikings, I hop clearly right on this. Odell Beckham Jr., top tier talent. You can definitely get him into the fold and put him in an offense where he's going to thrive, feature him, and also make sure Dalvin Cook gets those touches. And that's just going to help the offense overall. If I'm Kirk Cousins, I stomp right into management's office and I try to get this deal done because they don't have a lot of draft capital to make this happen. But if, you're bargain shopping, if you're the Cleveland Browns just trying to get something for nothing, I think you can snatch up a couple of defensive players off this Minnesota Vikings team and flip this and make this work. But overall, I think this trade works well for both teams. I think if you're the Browns, you're just trying to get something. And the Minnesota Vikings, you're trying to strike gold with that 22nd overall pick that you normally probably wouldn't have access to a top-tier offensive lineman or a wide receiver at this point because you're trying to replace that production from Stephon Diggs not being there. All you Minnesota Vikings fans, all you Cleveland Browns fans, hop in the comment section. Tell me, guys, what you guys are thinking about the possibility of these rumors and trades and any other trades. Are there any exciting moves you're excited about seeing for your team for the NFL 2020 draft coming up? Don't forget, check us out each and every week on our YouTube channel for the updates and all the other videos. And as always, with the COVID-19, please stay safe. And, as always, we're here for you. And if you need anything, let us know. Have a great day. And we look forward to reporting some more sports to you soon.